something bad happened. Something that I feel like was necessary and taught me a valuable lesson, but nevertheless, it happened.
Okay, this could be an intro on you.
And before I say anything, viewer discretion is advised for people who are squeamish, because even though the story I'm about to tell you is not that bad, there are aspects that I feel like people might not like, and I just want to give you that warning in advance. So, 2 days ago, I was preparing for a video, by practicing, and what I do is I get a 2 or 4 chord progression together, and I play it and I record it on my phone. And I plug my phone into my amp through an auxiliary port, and I plug in my guitar through another port. I play it and I practice over it like a backing track of sorts. So while I was doing that, I was about 5 minutes into doing that, and I went to slide across a string, for a lick that I was playing, and a coursing pain went through my index finger. And at first I just tried to shrug it off, but as I kept playing, it kept getting worse. And I realized I had cut my finger on the string. I had to clean up the blood off my finger. Luckily I didn't get any on the fretboard or anything like that. So I immediately cut the strings off so I would have no temptation to play the guitar, because I didn't want to cut my finger again. That made me realize that I wouldn't be able to play my guitar again until I changed my strings. And there's one thing that all these guitars around me share: Squire, acoustic, my knockoff Fender guitar that I never play, and this bass that my friend Angel and the people at his church let me borrow because I play there. There's one thing that they have in common. It's that I've never changed the strings on any of them successfully. I've tried on this acoustic. This is my first guitar. I tried to change the strings when I first started playing 6 months ago, or 7 months at this point probably. I popped 2 strings. It went terribly. I basically had to take all the other strings that I had off. And I couldn't play guitar for quite a while. So what I realized is I need to learn how to change my strings properly. So I watched a couple YouTube videos. I feel like I'm an expert now. We're gonna see how this goes. I have a workstation set up next to me, and we're gonna hop on over there. We're gonna start changing the strings. I have these super slinky Ernie Ball strings that you may have seen in my other videos. So we're gonna put those on, see how well it sounds. But there's a twist. Even if I do pop a couple strings, which I may do that because this is only my second time ever changing my strings. Even if I pop a string, I'm gonna take the guitar, I'm gonna try to make a video out with however many remaining strings there are, and we're gonna go from there. All right, see you over at the workstation. Okay, so what I realized was going to my workbench, although it was good visually, the actual practicality of changing the strings over there was not very good. So I already opened the strings up. I don't need that anymore. That's trash. They all come in their own little packaging. So we have the E, A, D, G, B, and high E string, all with their own custom gauges, according to Ernie Ball. So we're gonna put the strings through the slots, bring them up through the bridge, and there's a couple of techniques I learned from a couple YouTube videos that I watched, and if this goes right, I'll shout them out at the end. They probably don't need my shout out. Oh, this is the string that cut me, by the way. If you can see it, I don't know if it's gonna focus, but I'm gonna throw this away after the video. So let's start with the E string. Let's open this up. One thing I noticed just now, my strings were dirty because these strings look 10, probably 20 times cleaner than mine did. So one thing I need to focus on is definitely wiping my strings down after every time I play. I was pretty good about washing my hands before I play because I'm kind of fanatic about the stuff I own. But yeah, I should next time I should give you a before and after of my strings. So next time I change my strings, when they get real grimy again, because they will, I'm gonna show you how they look. So what we're gonna do is, like I said, we're gonna feed it through this slot. You know, that was harder than it looks. Way harder than it looks. All right. So one thing I learned from the videos that I saw is that you pull your string through. Shoot, I forgot what we're supposed to do. Move it around. I forgot what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna go watch the video again. Be right back. All right, I rewatched the video. I remember what to do now. So basically, in order to find the right slack you need for the winding, you go up to one tuning peg, pinch right there, pull it tight, and then go pull back. So then that's the amount of slack that you need. With the string that you have left, you want to bring it around, and you bring this up so that when you're winding, it doesn't get in the way. And you just wind it up. So it's basically an over-under method. Okay, we got something going here. Okay, so actually I think I did pretty okay. First string down. Let's get the A string. Should have got my winder. I have one. Just don't know where it is right now. Gosh, I really hope I find all these bits. I should not be putting them on my carpet, but oh well. I lost it. I lost both of them, the last two. I'm pretty sure those were sharp. Day 2. Quick update. I got all the 6 strings on the guitar successfully. But this video is getting kind of long, so I think I'm gonna end it here. But I did say that I was gonna play something for you guys. So in the next video, I'm gonna give my opinion on the strings, the Ernie Ball strings, and I'm gonna play a little demo. I'm gonna probably give you more than one song, since I had you guys sit through this whole video of me learning how to string up a guitar for the first time. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, peace.